Hi guys, I'm Dan at vintagevelo.org, and today, time to make use of the sunshine and take the Benotto 3000 head to head up against the Moser de Rosa. Now, reason for this, we built up the Benotto 3000 just before Christmas, and we looked into some of the myths that surround Benottos, especially 3000s. Now, this one is a genuine Italian-made ex-team bike. Majority of these were made, the majority of Benottos were made, as we discussed, in Mexico. The 3000s were made at the De Rosa factory, but they weren't made by Ugo De Rosa himself. They also weren't made by De Rosa staff. They were made by Benotto staff embedded within the De Rosa factory. And I said at the time, we should see how this goes up against this, which is a genuine Sanson team bike. This genuine bike ridden by ex-pro Leonardo Mazzantini, who was a super domestique for Francesco Mosers. This genuinely was built by the fair hand of Ugo De Rosa. I spoke with the De Rosa factory themselves to confirm that, and it's all marked up on the underside of the bottom bracket. And there are loads of really cool one-off details on this bike. But I thought it'd be fascinating to take these two team bikes head to head and see how they go. They've both got Super Record Campagnolo full group sets. Everything on there is as it should be. Weights we'll come on to in a little bit because I've got to go weigh them. I've forgotten to do that. We'll do that before we get them out there on the road. Both made of Columbus SL, both with Campagnolo dropouts, obviously with their full Campagnolo hubs. They're very, very similar setup bikes, similar gearing, so it'll be fascinating on the road to see if there is any real difference between these two bikes, aside from the fact that Moser fits me slightly better than the Benotto. But let's find out. We're going to get out there on the Moser first, just to refresh my mind as to how that rides. Okay, now we did a full review on this Sanson Moser de Rosa team bike, ridden by Leonardo Mazzantini back in the day, and it's been a couple of years since I've been on this, which is a bit of a shame actually, because my lord, he's good. Okay, I think the superlative I used a couple of years ago was riding it kind of reminds you of, like, if you're really into your music and you're listening to a proper high quality record on a really good valve setup with a quality stylus, you kind of hear everything, and this is that kind of setup. I mean, it's brilliant to ride. You lose very little power through the flex of the steel, but the SL is just super comfy. But your feedback and quality you get back from the road, especially through these Velolflex tubulars on here, I think it's a 25s, it's just epic. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of question why I don't ride this at Eroica, and I think that's probably because I'm a bit scared of damaging it. But yeah, she's really, really good. Down low here on the drops, on the Moser de Rosa, on a nice little descent, not a biggie, but I mean, it's just perfection. Yeah, you're hard pressed to improve on this. The overall package, the only thing I would say, my brake pads got a little hard, and yeah, me never really getting on with friction shifting. I would prefer index, but at this point I don't think that was available. It was my foot coming out of the pedal as I... Now, just like the Moser de Rosa, the Benotto 3000, you're looking at a full frame made of Columbus SL, Campagnolo dropouts, and yes, Super Record SR throughout. And yeah, they're very similar. I mean, yeah, sure, this one's slightly smaller, but with the tweaks made during the setup, I could definitely ride this. I prefer the fit slightly of the slightly larger bike. This is pretty small, but it's certainly acceptable, and the ride quality is excellent. Feedback's really good as well. I mean, it's not just quite in the same league as that Moser, but you'd be hard pressed to tell them apart unless you're really pushing on. Obviously, on the run up to this video, I did also re-watch Jorgan Leth's epic biopic of the, I think it's the 76 Paris-Roubaix, A Sunday in Hell. If you haven't seen that movie, check it out. It's one of the best cycling films ever, and the opening scenes, fair to say, both the Benotto 3000 and that Ugo De Rosa made Moser, they're premium race bikes of the period, early 80s, really doesn't get any better. And the Benotto 3000, for sure, yeah, it's a little bit small for me, but it more than makes up with that on the road. I would say perhaps there is just a touch more refinement and better feedback on the De Rosa, but there's very little between the two. They are both buttery smooth SL, really, really nice. And in fact, you could put that the classic Campagnolo Super Record a couple of years ago, and I always refer to back to that Campagnolo as a benchmark. And in fact, there's very, very little between this Benotto 3000 and a regular Campagnolo. Weight-wise, this one in this setup is bang on 9 kilos with the pedals and everything on here as is. The Moser gives away 350 grams, and that'll be the difference in size that we're looking at there. Just a bit more metal on the Moser there, this being a smaller size, and that's about it. I mean, with the same similar wheels, same setup, same gearing, same Campagnolo group set, I don't know where you could find any weight savings anyway, but these are about as good as it. Which would I take? Now, there's no doubt both the Benotto and the Moser are epic premium race bikes of that early 80s period. Both of these have team history as well. The Benotto 3000, a stunning bike to ride, super comfy, so similar to the Campagnolo Super we rode a couple of years ago, which I always view as the benchmark for a seriously top quality steel race bike. The Moser is, well, it's just something else. There's a feedback and a quality to that Moser that, yeah, it's hard to describe, and I don't think I'm going to experience it on any other steel bike. So for me, and the size obviously makes a difference as well, but I would just take that the Moser over this one. This one is also too small for me, without a doubt, so this is going to have to go on eBay to get moved on down the line. So if you do fancy an epically cool, fully sorted Benotto 3000, genuine Italian made, ridden by Rossalino Manco with the Fibok team, just check out that eBay ad now. Also coming up soon on the channel, well, I've got to restore a total pile of junk that I really should chuck in a skip. That one is coming up soon, plus more riding of really good bikes as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Do like and subscribe for anything else that's cool to do with vintage bikes. Thanks a lot.